will be addressing us on the Union Budget 2025. Sir, we welcome you to our state office, and now I request you to address our friends from the press. Thank you.
Thank you. My colleague and dear elder brother, Honorable President of Meghalaya, BJP Meghalaya Pradesh, Mominji, my friend Sarat Bauriji, other colleagues, friends from media. Really, I'm very honored, and it's my really great privilege to be here today to discuss the key highlights of the Union Budget 2025-26 in our party office. Being here in Shillong, Meghalaya, it's always a great feeling, like home away from home. Allow me to start with my personal feelings, that this Shillong is very close to the people of Assam, especially the cultural fraternity. Personally, I used to shoot many documentaries, songs, and short films here in the most beautiful state of India, that is our very own Meghalaya. And now I'm also wearing my president is
With
our Meghalaya Garu jacket,
yeah,
right?
Garu, yeah. Garu design.
So it's a Garu design. So I always take pride when people appreciates the motifs and beautiful designs of our Meghalayan textiles and the folk traditions. Even just a couple of days ago, because of my deep respect and love and affection for the rich heritage and culture of Meghalaya, I could not but take part in a ramp walking, being a showstopper with our Meghalayan fashion designer Daniel's show in the Bharat Tex 2025, one of the biggest textile expo in the world, organized by our Ministry of Government, Textiles of Government of India, where I wore a attire made up of our India silk. So now let's discuss about a few salient features of our budget. On behalf of our party, at the outset, I thank people of Meghalaya, along with each and every citizen of our great nation, for constant support and special support to the budget of Government of India for the financial year 2025-26. And thanks to our media fraternity also for being a constant support, and for your appreciation, and for being a bridge between our party and the citizens of our state and the country as a whole. So already our esteemed media of Meghalaya also have discussed thoroughly about all the important points of the Union budget. And now let me begin by extending my heartfelt congratulations to Paramadaranya Pradhan Mantri, Honorable Prime Minister Sri Narendra Modi ji, and Honorable Finance Minister Srimati Nirmala Sitharaman ji, and the entire team for presenting a visionary and inclusive budget, a budget for a Viksit Bharat, that is, developed India. This budget reaffirms our government's unwavering commitment to the growth, prosperity and development for every region of India, including our Northeast. All of us know Adharaniya Narendra Modi ji considers Northeast to be the growth engine of modern India, the Ashtalakshmi. And this budget reaffirms our government's unwavering commitment. Our Honorable Prime Minister says the future of Bharat belongs to Eastern India, especially the Northeast. Before 2014, development in the Northeast region was often hindered by poor connectivity,
lack of infrastructure, all of us know, the limited industrial growth. In the past 10 years, we have not only bridged these gaps, but have laid the foundation for a new era of progress. And of course, Meghalaya is at the forefront. As part of our commitment, Honorable Prime Minister Aditya Narendra Modi ji has encouraged and mandated fortnightly visits of union ministers to the region, ensuring continuous engagement, effective implementation of policies and projects, and direct outreach to address the local needs. All of us know that Aditya Pradhan Mantri ji himself has visited Northeast, including our very own Meghalaya, for more than 65 times. Northeast earlier was considered to be at the periphery. Now, because of Modi ji and BJP-led NDA government, our Northeast, our Meghalaya, is now at the center stage of the great nation of Bharat. So, all the points our esteemed media of Meghalaya have also very positively discussed already. Just let's revisit again. There should be a comparison to know, to feel the scale of progress. Just to mention, it's not for politics, keep aside all the politics, just without naming, blaming anyone. We must evaluate the facts and figures, which indicates that from 2004 to 14, grants in aid from the central government to our Northeast to our Meghalaya let's first begin with Meghalaya, it was 19,700. Now it's an increase of 105%, that is 40,452 crore rupees. This is the change. Tax devaluation earlier, during that 10 years, it was 7,273 crore rupees for our Meghalaya. But now, an increase of 572%, that is 48,883. This indicates one other very important point, that is, for the nation building, the contribution of our state is very strong. For in all the aspects, contribution of our Meghalaya, right from its culture to sericulture or to horticulture, from agriculture to tourism, from infrastructure to our developing in all the sectors, right from health, education, everywhere. Our Meghalaya is also prospering. And to accelerate the momentum, to make our Meghalaya prosperous, the Modi ji-led, NDA-led central government is joining hand in hand with our people of Meghalaya and the government of Meghalaya. So we have many schemes apart from donor, NEC, or any divine schemes. All the central government's schemes and projects, we Meghalaya have a very strong share, a very good share. All of us know, under the PM Divine scheme, a 4-lane road in New Shillong Township, Skywalk and tourist hub at Mount Dog and IT Park at Tura have been approved. 540 kilometers of national highways constructed in Meghalaya since April 2014. Under Northeast Special Infrastructure Development Scheme, that is NESEEDS, following projects have been approved in Meghalaya. 7 roads and bridges project worth 459 crore. 116 projects other than road infrastructure worth over 1,737,100 crores. Shillong Airport operationalized under UDAN, and Meghalaya has availed nearly 1,300 crore in 2024-25 under special assistance to states for capital investment. Recognizing the importance of tourism in the state, we know our Meghalaya is one of the most preferred tourist destination in India, better to say in the world. So, recognizing the importance of tourism in the state, since 2014, the Modi government have sanctioned over 29 crore under pilgrimage, rejuvenation and spirituality.
121 crore, but now post 2014, 10,440 crore allocated in 2025-26 itself. So budget allocated in railways also in 5 times, and in education, number of universities was 54, but now number of universities 84 post 2014. Number of golf colleges was 556, now it is 666. Total colleges were 724, now 950. These are facts and figures. That is why I have reiterated in front of you. In this period of 2014-15 to 2021 to 27 new universities added. Total government colleges increased by 110. Total colleges increased by 226. Therefore, in the sector of human resource development, Modi ji led NDA government has given all the necessary assistance, cooperation and support to the people of Northeast. So national highways, total national highways in Northeast region till 2024 is a very important figure. Till 2014, total national highways in Northeast region was 10,905 kilometers, approximately 11,000 kilometers. But from 2014, only during these 10 years, it is 10,092 kilometers. So what was the figure during the entire tenure? It was 11,000 approximately. But now, during Modi's era, it is now 11,000. 190 projects covering a total length of 3,856 kilometers and sanctioned at the sanction cost of 80,540 crore are under construction in our Northeast. So this is the change. So if I go to the details of the budget, it will be too long. So let me limit to some important points only, then I can conclude. So
Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana budget is 78,126 crore. Beneficiary will be 3.5 crore. And why I'm mentioning this? Although it's not specially mentioned that this much of houses are to be built in Meghalaya, in Assam, Arunachal, but out of these 345 crore houses to be built under Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana, our Meghalaya will get a proportionate share. This is important. I have mentioned about the roads construction, about the Prasad Yojana, about roads in our Meghalaya, about air connectivity. But from these central schemes also, we will be a major beneficiary state. PM Vishwakarma Yojana, 5,100 crore rupees has been earmarked. Artisans enrolled 2.6 crore, and out of this 2.6 crore artisans, our Meghalayan artisans will also be beneficiary. Yuva, I have also already mentioned about Yuva. The budget has been increased by 3.2 times. Medical education, I have already mentioned by adding 10,000 new medical college seats in 2025 as a part of 5-year plan to aid 75,000 new medical seats. And our students of Meghalaya will also take this opportunity to study medical science. Startup India, Pradhan Mantri Kaushal Vikas Yojana, upskilling and skilling is another field of priority. Khelo India, we the Meghalayan people are always at the forefront in the field of art, culture and sports also. So I'm sure that under the visionary leadership of Param Adaraniya Modi ji, Khelo India, the project and program will also benefit us. The budget allocated for this is 1,000 crore. About Annadata, about empowering Annadata, About infrastructure development in the field of agriculture, I have mentioned already. And another important pillar of our nation, of our budget, of our priority, of our vision and mission of Pradhan Modi ji is Nari Shakti. So, budgetary allocation to the Ministry of Women and Child Development has been increased by 32%, amounting 26,890 crores rupees. So, women are the focal point of India's success story. I repeat, women are the focal point in India's success story, as envisioned by our Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji. Another important point, 500,000 SC/ST women will get loans up to 2 crore over 5 years. We will have a lion's share here because our Northeast, our Meghalaya is mainly, we are tribal people. So under the scheme, that is 5 lakh SC/ST women will get loans up to 2 crore over 5 years. Our Nari Shakti of Meghalaya will also get the benefit. PM Ujjwala Yojana, all of us know. And about tax, no tax up to 12 lakhs, I have already mentioned. Madhyam वर्ग को नया समर्थक, growth of stock market, विवाद से विश्वास, another mantra, विवाद नहीं विश्वास चाहिए through transparency in taxation. It is already been discussed in our local media of Meghalaya very well. I have gone through the local newspaper. PS Awas Yojana, I have already mentioned. Budgetary allocation is 3,500 crore. We will be one of the major beneficiaries. Vanchit Varg budgetary allocation for social justice and empowerment has been increased by 2.
Let me complete my
question. You know, whenever I speak about tribal affairs ministry, which is being increased by many folds, definitely our population, our demography is mainly, tribal population. That is why, obviously, we are going to get share and moreover, along with lion share, I have mentioned the proportionate share also. Because if, in the housing, urban housing scheme or rural housing scheme, if 1 crore of houses are allotted to the beneficiaries, definitely proportionately where our people are going to get the housing scheme benefits. In the same way, if 50,000 Atal Tinkering Lab are being commissioned, are being delivered, definitely we too have government schools here in Meghalaya. Along with all the other government schools, proportionately, we are going to get the same numbers of, proportionate numbers of laboratories. If we have a budget of Kisan Credit Card, definitely along with all the other Kishans, we are going to get it. So if thousands and thousands crores of rupees are being allocated for infrastructure development, or suppose it's road construction, road connectivity, definitely it's been proven that compared to the previous governments, the road connectivity is drastically changed in a very positive way here in Meghalaya. So proportionately, in each and every scheme, be it infrastructure development, be it culture, be it sericulture, I also serve in the Ministry of Textiles, be it tourism, everywhere, like all the other parts of our country, like all the other states, Meghalaya is also going to get the same benefits proportionately.
But
Northeast,
how much for donor?
That is, donor. We have the privilege of donor, and at the same way we have PM Divine, the program.
Donor enhancement in donor.
Enhancement in donor. Donor is there. I will just get the figure. Which one?
Enhancement in donor.
Okay, coming back to our Northeast allocation. So, if I compare, at first, let me compare because I'm sitting right now at the BJP office. So, being a NDA partner, so I must compare with the allocation of the previous UP also. It is ethical duty as a BJP spokesperson or a member. Earlier, in post the pre-2014,
actual expenditure under 10% gross budgetary support of Northeastern region was 24,819 crores in 2014-2015. Actual expenditure under 10% gross budgetary support in Northeast region was 1.2 lakh crore post 2014. So increase of 314% compared to 2014. And provisions under Union Budget 25-26, 822 crore for schemes of North, already mentioned probably. It is an increase because of our hard work of our Meghalayan people also, because of the progress and prosperity of Meghalaya people also. Tax devaluation is 10,910.14 crore budgeted for Meghalaya. And grants in aid, it was in Meghalaya 9,371 crore. And we have as a whole, like NEC, donor, along with that, we have special program like PM Divine also, and some special projects which are specially dedicated for Northeastern region in each and every sector. So like all the other, NECIDS is also there. The NECIDS specially dedicated for our Northeastern region. So in this way, right from water resource to budgetary allocation for Northeastern region has been increased, and I will give you the exact figure after that.
Meghalaya.
There are two, three things are there. You see, first of all, the general budget, it will benefit like other states, it will benefit our Northeastern states also. But because it is a special zone, that is why a special ministry with special budget, that is our donor, was created by Paramahansa Atal Bihari Vajpayee, and where the Northeastern budget has been increased. So other states do not have that privilege with a separate ministry, with a separate budget. So hilly or plain, special ministry with a special budget. This indicates that each and every budget we have a special category with special budget. Moreover, special schemes I have already mentioned. We have NEC, we have NECIDS, and in connectivity also, the special programs are taken. All the highest numbers of roads have been constructed during this tenure of Modi ji, and highest numbers of tourism projects are being underway under grants in aid. The key initiatives of you're talking about, I have already mentioned about PM Divine scheme, the Ford-End road in New Shillong Township. I have at the very beginning I mentioned about this. This is the testament of special focus on our Northeast. So 7 roads, bridges, all these things are special. The road, any sector, any sector, any department, any ministry, we have a common budget. Along with that, apart from that, we have donor. This is the specialty about which you were asking, how we are special. So right from connectivity to infrastructure, from sericulture. Being a Minister of State for Textile, I can assure you that our ministry has specially considered many projects for the development of our silk industry in our Northeast, including Meghalaya. So we are rich in muga, eri, silk, tasar. So apart from other ministry, even in textile ministry also we have taken special care. And so state by state, I have all the data. I think Arunachal, Assam, Manipur, Meghalaya.
We can take it later.
All the things, but definitely, Paramahansa Modi ji have always taken it on its priority to develop our Northeast. That is why, compared to the combined visits of the entire our predecessors of him, the number of combined visits is much lesser.
But do you?
So definitely, we always appreciate the hard work of each and every government, irrespective of ideology or party affinity or alliance, etc. Be it Meghalaya, be it Maharashtra, be it Assam, be it Bihar. Each and every part
But
of our
program
country is
implementation.
important. So how programs are implemented, this is evaluated by our bona fide agencies. So evaluating that, further grants are approved, and till this moment I think all the stakeholders are working properly. But there may be some loopholes may be there. Practically, the people of Meghalaya will evaluate it, so it's up to them to judge. But as a central government, Meghalaya is always is a part of our growth engine as envisioned by our Prime Minister. Meghalaya is always important for us. We, the central government, are always stand with the state government and people of Meghalaya, and we are optimistic. If there is anything is there, any gap is there, definitely it will be bridged by both the central and state government.
But you're considering the loopholes that he is bringing forward.
That I'll take the question. That with our concerned MDA partners, so that that nothing has been left out. So we will be looking into it.
So we are marching forward for a Viksit Bharat as envisioned by Param Adरणीय Pradhan Mantri Narendra Modi ji. And so we have immense confidence with our alliance partner, with all the stakeholders, with each and every government, with each and every citizen of this country. So if there any gap is there, any loophole is there, definitely we are sure that joining hand in hand, we can resolve all the loopholes if there is any. I'm not saying that there are, but if there is any, definitely everything can be resolved. We, the state government, central government, all our main focus, our goal is to achieve the goal of Viksit Bharat. That's why we are confident that state government and the stakeholders will definitely, and the central government definitely will be successful to achieve that goal.
And towards interstate border issues, especially infiltration, militants regrouping following the adverse conduct of Bangladesh regime against India. So your assurance to the people living in the border.
So I think being a senior journalist, you know that this kind of issues are generally addressed by our office's spokesperson, or generally just a couple of hours ago he has addressed many things. Generally in a political platform like this, we generally do not discuss about international issues, but we assure you that security, safety is always priority of our nation. But for this kind of question, definitely we'll choose some other place from Bhajpa's platform or this political platform. Having the main topic of budget, I think I should not bring
But
that up.